Previously on Any Day Now.
Hello, Michael. Come on in. This is my daughter, Renee.
Hello.
Hi. Worst date of my life.
Oh, it couldn't have been that day.
All they talked about were olives.
Olives?
The man was strange, Mama.
Renee Jackson?
Roses, Renee. Oh, they are beautiful.
There's a surprise on one of the stems. You have a good day.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't believe this.
I don't either.
This guy, what am I gonna do?
I'd have to say this boy has gone overboard. You want me to call Francis?
No, Mama.
You sure?
Yes.
I've done enough. Is that it? What are you thinking?
I don't know what to think. This has got to stop. Mama, don't answer that. Hi, this is the Jacksons. Please leave us a message at the beep.
Renee, I know you're there. Why can't you see we're good for each other?
Never again.
Hard to believe we used to love that ride as kids. Oh,
Remind me to never eat cotton candy ever again.
let me just say this. This was your idea, girls' night at the carnival. And besides, we have got 6 ride tickets left.
Give them away. Give them all away.
Maybe we should try something a little simpler, you know, like pitching pennies and winning some of these cheap stuffed animals or something.
Can we sit down somewhere?
Yeah, look, there's a bench right there. Hey. Well, I'll admit you've attracted some clowns in your day, but this one takes the cake.
Michael, it's been a week since I've heard from him, and I thought he finally got the hint.
This is weird, Renee.
Maybe he was in the area, spotted my car. Or maybe he just happened to be here.
You talking yourself into this, or is this what you really believe?
First one, let's go.
Renee, he could be watching us right now.
Stop it, I'm sure he's gone by now.
Let's just get out of here, okay? I'm telling you, I've got a really weird feeling.
Any day now, I will hear you say goodbye, my love, and you'll be on your way. In my wild, beautiful world, you will have flown. It easy now. I'll be gone alone.
Oh, yeah. Come on. Come on. Oh, yeah. That's great. Right. Yeah. Right. Right. A little to the right. A little to... Oh, yeah. Great. Oh, honey, you are so strong. Just put it right down there for now.
I think it ought to go over there.
Honey, do you think Grandma Otis would be happy we're using her money to start a business?
She always wanted us to do well, Suge.
Yeah, I know. We just got to make sure we do, that's all.
We will, Mary Elizabeth, we will.
You know what? I actually think it needs to go over there.
You get the permit and license taken care of?
Well, Renee has to go over the paperwork first, and besides, we haven't even come up with a name yet.
How about Collier Sims Contracting?
Well, I was thinking of something a little bit more imaginative, you know, that stands for both of us, say, Dream Builders. You know, honey, I think actually it needs to go back over there where you had it before.
Mary Elizabeth.
I'm sorry, but that's where it needs to go, definitely. So what do you think? Dream Builders.
I think it sounds more like a game show than business.
How about Sim's contracting?
Well, it's basic. At least it includes me, sorta.
It's usually got the top guy's name. The one who has the contacts, knows the crew, the one who runs the thing.
A little to the left.
So my role in all this is what exactly?
Office manager, buyer, receptionist.
Receptionist. Don't you think that partner is a better title considering all I'm doing here?
Fine. Partner it is.
Just wait a minute. That needs to go back about 2 feet. What? You disagree? Brought me out in the middle of the room. Yes.
Hello.
Michael, what are you doing here?
I came to see you. I left messages, hadn't heard back. Did you like the flowers?
How did you find me?
You said you were working on a case. It wasn't hard. By the way, it was great watching you in action.
Michael, I am not interested in seeing you anymore. I thought we discussed this.
Oh, we discussed being friends, which means we should see each other from time to time.
I guess I'm just gonna have to say this. I don't want to be friends either, okay? Now, I'm sorry if that sounds harsh, but frankly, this has gotten to be too much.
Renee, we're just getting to know each other.
Goodbye, Michael.
You know, as a medical researcher, I meet a lot of people. That breast implant company you're suing, their research and development person used to work for Raytron. Same leakage problem existed for them, only they went out of business 3 years ago.
Sorry. Did you know that President Kennedy sent them soldiers so coloreds could get into white schools?
No, he sent them because some people don't think we should be able to.
Why would you even want to, Renee? I don't even want to go to my school.
What kind of ice cream are you gonna get?
2 scoops of strawberry.
I'm getting chocolate with jimmies on top.
Nay, look! Carnival! Come on, let's go. Last year they had a spook house and a house of mirrors. I even won an ashtray pitching pennies. You want to go? Sure. When? We can go tonight. It says they sell tickets right there.
How much are they?
15 cents a piece. 2, 4, 5, 10, 20. You still want ice cream?
I guess I can wait till next week.
Come on, let's go.
Undeterred by court orders and in a gesture of defiance, Governor George Wallace kept his promise today and went to the University of Alabama to stand in the doorway and physically...
Mama, guess what?
Come here, honey. You need to see this. It's University of Alabama where your daddy is.
Wallace, whose inaugural
What's that man doing?
contained the words,
Those young people trying to integrate the university, but Governor Wallace has a problem with that.
segregation...
But President Kennedy says he has to let them. Want to be punished if he disobeys?
I don't know. We have to wait and see.
President Kennedy's call.
Mama, the carnival's in town, and I was wondering if I could go.
Not now, Renee. Now's not a good
In
time.
response to Wallace's
But Amy gets to go.
President
The world's not as dangerous for her as it is for you.
University of Alabama. When they
Honey?
arrived, they escorted the students
When your daddy gets home, maybe we can all go together, all right? But until things settle down...
Mama, I just wanted to go.
Renee, don't you feel what's happening outside? It's in the air and the way people are talking to each other and watching each other like something bad's got to happen before things get better. Honey, you have to learn how to recognize those times and know when to stay inside where it's safe.
The carnival only comes once a year, and I already bought my ticket.
Don't you understand what I'm saying?
to protect the student.
What is this?
Oh, that's a raffle ticket I got at Davis's school. It must have gotten stuck to something.
Yeah, your contracting license. I hope you weren't planning on having that framed.
Yeah, well, strawberry ice cream can get really sticky.
Uh-huh. So, how many commercial sites have you worked on? Uh-huh.
Well, your contracts seem to be in order, and these are the documents will be fine once you have to notarize.
Ask about prior conviction.
Emmy?
Yeah, I heard you get them notarized. All right. Ask for his references. Local only.
Excuse me, could you hold on for a second? Would you like me to put this on speaker, or can I finish my interview with my backhoe operator? Oh, nothing, just a little static.
What the hell is a backhoe?
I'm pretty sure it's one of those big doohickeys that shovels up dirt.
Are you two going to survive working this closely together?
We were married a long time. Ignoring each other comes easy.
But it is his thing, contracting.
And now it's mine, too. Would you like something to drink?
Got a good bottle of wine?
If it costs less than $5, does that count?
I'll take iced tea.
Okay, fine.
So I'm in the courtroom on this really tough medical malpractice case. And, who should be sitting behind me the whole time?
No. I knew it. I told you that guy was just...
I know. I told him to get lost, and get this. He gives me a tip that turns my whole case around.
Renee, the man is stalking you. He followed you to the carnival. He sent you all those flowers. Now he's in the courtroom. How does he even know where you're gonna be?
Look, I really spelled it out for him this time.
I don't know. I'd still be worried. I don't like this.
I don't either. But I know the man's mother. Trust me, it's a powerful weapon. Good night, Mama.
Good night, Renee. Love you.
Hello? Hello?
I'm glad my tip helped you today. Made me feel appreciated by you.
All right, that's it. Obviously being nice doesn't work with you, so I'm not even gonna try. Leave me the hell alone. How much ruder do I have to be?
Lavender looks so pretty on you, Renee.
Mama, let it ring. Don't get that.
Honey? Honey, what's the matter? What's wrong?
A lot's wrong, Mama. A lot's wrong. Says I look nice in lavender.
I told you that guy was watching you. Are you gonna go to the police on this or what?
I'm heading over there as soon as we hang up.
Well, keep an eye on your rearview mirror when you do.
It's just starting to piss me off.
How about the gun store? You want me to go with you?
What?
Well, that'd be my second stop after the police if I were you.
Luckily, you're not me. I don't believe in guns. I wasn't raised to, remember?
Yeah, well, you believe in a lot of things until somebody threatens you.
Listen, I gotta go.
Well, listen, call me later, all right? Keep me posted.
You got it.
Michael Gardner has no criminal record, and he is a steadily employed medical researcher.
He knew what I was wearing.
Now, he could have guessed. Well, maybe you told him your favorite color when you dated.
We never dated. We went out once at our mother's request. What about the phone call?
Was he profane?
No.
Did he threaten you?
No, but he was obviously spying.
Now, you say that because you have witnesses or you saw him yourself.
Neither.
So you've only seen Gardner in public. Now, you're a lawyer. You know how the law works. Bumping into somebody is no crime, Miss Jackson.
That's Ms., and I also know that stalking is hard to prove without showing a pattern of behavior.
Using a police report to document your case. You're a smart lady.
Oh, thanks.
May I make a suggestion?
Anytime soon would be nice.
You, get a second line installed. I'd give everyone else that new number. I'd keep the old one hooked up to an answering machine. I'd record everything that he says. Now, if he keeps calling, we'll put on a wiretap, we'll trace it.
I already tried star 69. It doesn't work. No one answers.
Maybe he was using a payphone.
What about a restraining order?
Sometimes it pisses him off, sometimes it scares him away.
I'll bet on the latter.
I'd give that some thought if I were you. Might keep him engaged, and then you would still have to see him. He has a right to rebut in court.
Yes, I know. Like you said, I'm a lawyer. I'm getting a restraining order, Detective, and I'd like a copy of my police report once it's processed.
You got it.
Thank you.
Ms. Jackson. Try never to be alone.
Hey!
Just in time to call the kids for dinner.
Kids, dinner!
Gee, thanks, son. Where you been?
Oh, picking up the stationery. Pretty classy stuff, huh?
Yeah, nice. Would have been nice if you checked with me first. Where's the bill in this?
It's in there somewhere. See the hammer and the logo? Kind of says it all, don't you think?
I think the price is a whole lot more. Collier, why did you pay this much?
It seemed fair. Instant printing got 1,000 pieces each.
Yeah? Well, I could have gotten twice as much for half the price as the printing shop down the street. That's it. From now on, the checkbook stays with me.
Come again?
I will do the buying, the balancing, and the ordering. In fact, I will do all the finances.
In other words, you're going to do it all. You're going to drive the truck and saw the wood, too?
No, honey, that's your job.
All right. My job, your company. Might as well call it what it really is. Mary Elizabeth Sims, Inc.
Now, was that really necessary?
I don't know. You tell me.
First of all, probably 100 trees died to make all that, and we should recycle. And second of all, I actually do kind of like the Hammer logo.
Yeah, right.
No. I think it pretty much says it all. Sort of.
Nothing need to come around, Suge. It's a good thing, too, because I ordered some custom Post-its. 60 pads of them. I'll go get the kids.
Wait.
When should we ask him?
Let's butter him up first. You sure you don't want some cobbler, Matthew?
Not just yet. I want to get this thing up and running.
Isn't it a wonderful set? What with that big, beautiful space-age screen?
It's a nice TV, Grandma.
Yeah, got the antenna up. You want to plug it in for me, Sugar Pie?
Yeah.
I do appreciate your setting this up for me, honey. You know I have no head for electronics.
Now, that's not true, Mama. I seen you work all 3 speeds of your new mixer.
There he is.
Yeah, come over here to see this newfangled machine our mother went out and bought. How you doing, Peanut?
Fine, Uncle Jimmy.
Americans are free and sure
Well, look at that.
with the law.
It's President Kennedy.
Yeah, it needs more contrast.
Yeah, I hear he's worried about the darkies down here. Smartest observation he's made since he took office.
I don't care what you say. I like that Jack Kennedy. He's a good Catholic boy. And handsome as the day is long, don't you think, Mary Elizabeth?
You know he plays football, Grandma.
Well, looks like your little girl's got a crush on our nigger-loving president.
Jimmy.
Funny you should bring this up, Jimmy, because I've been meaning to tell you for the longest time that your real father is a Negro. Yes. I met him on a plantation when I was just a sweet young thing. In fact, that's his watch you're wearing. Isn't it pretty?
It sure is.
It's not funny, Mama. Not at all.
Oh, Daddy, would it be okay if I went to the carnival tonight?
Huh? No, I don't think so, Mary Elizabeth.
But I went last year.
Things were different last year.
But I
said no.
We'll be responsible. We'll uphold the law.
Nay? Nay, you in there? What are you doing here, Annie? We were supposed to go to the carnival, remember? I can't. My mama says I have to stay inside and study the Bible. We already got our tickets. I know. Come on, she'll never know you're gone. Can't do that, Amy. I'll get in trouble. All we need is an hour to see everything there is to see. Then we could come right back. I got a bunch of pennies out of my mama's penny jar. I'll win your prize. Okay. But only for an hour. Renee, where's your ticket?
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
I do? Allow me a moment to review your documents.
Miss Jackson, it seems your guy had a TRO issued against him in Ohio. Now, no charges were filed, but the young woman in question, she moved out of state.
This happened before? He's a serial stalker.
No, just allegations. But I thought you should know.
Thank you.
Let's begin with Miss Jackson. Tell me about the situation.
Your Honor, I met Mr. Gardner through a relative. We had one date, and I told him that I did not wish to continue. Despite this, Mr. Gardner has bought me gifts, followed me, had a picture of my face painted on the side of a building, and has called me late at night after having spied on me from the outside. In addition, I've just learned that Mr. Gardner's had a restraining order issued against him once before. At this point, Your Honor, I fear for my personal safety and would ask that you grant a permanent restraining order. Thank you.
Your response?
Your Honor, the restraining order she mentioned was temporary, issued without my being able to rebut. But secondly, I feel that Ms. Jackson owes the court an apology for this charade.
Excuse me?
It's true we dated once, but it was Ms. Jackson who relentlessly pursued me.
How dare you?
Miss Jackson, please.
I've tried to be gracious, even given her medical advice for a malpractice suit she was handling. Unfortunately, that just seemed to whet her appetite. I didn't call her late at night, Your Honor. She called me. And to be honest, what she said was provocative, to say the least.
Your Honor, this man is completely insane, and I would ask...
Miss Jackson! I won't tolerate any further outbursts. Go ahead, Mr. Gardner.
I would just ask that the court issue a restraining order on my behalf against Ms. Jackson, as I, too, now fear for my personal safety.
Your Honor, I can get my phone records and prove that he's lying about this.
That won't be necessary, Miss Jackson. It seems to me the best course of action in this case is to answer both concerns and issue dual restraining orders. You are each, therefore, required to stay 100 feet away from each other for the period of 6 months. If an extension is required after that date, another hearing may be held. Next.
Well, looks like you got what you came here for.
Did I? Now I have a restraining order on my record. Yes, Mr. Walters, I have already told you I will be at the courthouse at 11. Yes, you can bring your wife. That's fine. Goodbye.
Am I to understand that you've got Hauser versus Woodruff, Barton versus City of Birmingham, and Clark versus Ferris at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 4 o'clock, respectively?
That's right.
I think it's a good idea to put this much pressure on yourself right now.
I have a law practice to run, Odessa. And if you were less concerned about my mental state, more concerned about your job, maybe we'd get a couple of things done around here.
Hey, how's she doing? Have you heard the one about the mongoose and the snake?
Hey.
Hey, what brings you down here?
Oh, nothing. I was just passing through. Thought I'd stop by, see how your hearing went.
Aside from it being a total farce, it went fine. The judge granted my restraining order, but that creep manipulated her into also issuing one against me. Can you believe that?
Are you serious?
Unfortunately. Those for me?
Oh, it's just that contract stuff you did for us. We don't have to look at it if you're busy.
No, what you got?
Well, it's just... Here, I thought there was kind of a mistake in the wording, kind of. And then on this page, you forgot that part about the joint ownership.
Joint ownership is covered on the next page. And the wording that you've mentioned is fairly standard. I'm not sure I understand why you're complaining.
Well, I'm not complaining. I just want to point out that...
You want me to word it differently? I'll reword it. You want me to spell it all out in capital letters? I'll do that.
Forget it. I'm sure it's fine.
Good. If you don't mind, I've got work to do.
Then you better get to it.
Mama, I'm home.
I was starting to worry.
I'm sorry. With Graham out, I've got to put in some serious overtime. I should have called.
You weren't alone, were you? I don't want you to spend time alone in that office, Renee.
Oh, Odessa was there, fresh from her self-defense classes, armed with pepper spray.
Did he call the office today?
No. What about here?
Not a peep.
Good. Maybe the restraining order put the fear of God into him.
I called his mama this morning.
Mama, why'd you do that?
I'm sorry, but I did put you two together.
Mama, you couldn't have known what he was like.
Anyway, she didn't have any idea what I was talking about.
No.
Said her son was a fine young man.
Of course she'd say that. She's his mother.
Renee, You sure you didn't do anything, say anything that might have,
I'm sure, Mama. All right?
Did you have any dinner? Can I get you something to eat?
No. I just want to go to bed. Good night. Mama?
What?
Mama?
What?
Have you been here all day?
I never left the house. Why?
Michael was here. He was in the house.
Oh, my Lord.
No prints?
No.
Okay, thanks. Well, there's no sign of forced entry, no obvious prints. Nice neighborhood like this, ma'am. I bet you don't always lock your doors, now do you?
Mostly I do, but, are you saying this is my fault?
He's saying they're not going to arrest him, Mama.
Unfortunately, we do need more physical evidence.
You're the one who told me that he was dangerous, that he had a restraining order issued against him once before.
I know. Link him to this thing, there is nothing we can do.
He left a note.
And if it's on it, we will take him in.
That note even... You are... tiresome us. Why don't you watch him? Why do we have to live in a bottle? Why do our lives have to change?
Because this man, he's in control, isn't he, Detective?
Hello, is this the Sims residence?
Yes, it is. Can I help you?
I hope so. See, I just moved in around the block. I'd heard you do some contracting work.
Yeah, we just started out. How'd you hear about us?
A neighbor of mine is a overweight guy, balding, 40-ish. Anyway, I was wondering if you'd give me a bid on some remodeling I need.
Sure, I guess. Come on in. Collier, can you come in here?
On the phone, I'll be right out.
Why don't we go ahead and sit in? My husband will be right out. So what kind of remodeling were you looking to have done?
Room expansion. I'm getting married soon.
Really? Congratulations.
Thank you. My fiance is a gourmet cook, so we'll need a bigger kitchen.
Well, maybe we can help you with that.
Well, I hope so. Took a long time to find the right woman. Wouldn't want to lose over something like a small kitchen. Especially when I can give her everything she wants.
Lucky lady.
She's really something. She's attractive and strong, professional like myself.
What does she do?
She's an attorney. You'd like her.
I'm sorry, would you excuse me a minute? I want to go and see what's keeping my husband.
Of course.
What? It's him, the man who's stalking Renee. He's in her living room.
Are you sure?
Yes.
He's gone?
You sure? Yeah, it was just some old raccoon. Why couldn't we just walk there on the street? Because somebody'd see us, that's why. Don't you know anything about sneaking out? Hey, look. Maybe it's Lover's Lane. You want to go and see? Not really. Oh, come on, quit being such a scaredy cat. I thought Lover's Lane was a bunch of people kissing where it was quiet. Maybe they decided to have a party or
What they are is animals. Animals that dare to think that they are equal to man. Good society as we know it.
I think we should go.
Shh. Walk alongside us. Exactly in their sin before God. Whites and coloreds can only exist as master and peace. Now, our children must be kept separate. Our institutions kept pure. Even if we have to destroy them to do so. If one nigger crosses the threshold of any school in this county, that school will burn to the ground.
That's my Uncle Jimmy. Are you sure? Yeah. Let's go. You gotta tell somebody and me. Are you crazy, Renee Jackson? Uncle Jimmy's gonna burn down schools. We have to tell the police. Uncle Jimmy is the police. Besides, if we tell anybody, we'll get in trouble for sneaking out. Not if it's gonna help someone. My mama wouldn't punish me for that.
But they have a right to expect that the law will be fair, that the Constitution will be colorblind, as Mr. Collins said.
Mama!
Renee, what in God's name are you doing outside this time of night?
I saw him, Mom. I saw the Klan. What?
Where?
Out in the woods on my way from the carnival.
Did anybody see you?
I don't think so.
You go upstairs to my room and you lock that door. And don't think we won't be dealing with you for disobeying me.
But, Mama, I...
Go now. Go.
I am so sorry you got dragged into this.
Renee, please, none of this is your fault.
I know. But he came to your house, I mean.
What I can't figure out is why. I mean, it was like he wanted my validation or something.
Because he's sick. Don't even bother trying to figure him out.
We called the police, and they said because what he did wasn't illegal, there was nothing they could do about it.
There never is until somebody winds up dead. Maybe you should take out a restraining order against him. Maybe everyone should.
Fish the locks. You got deadbolts on your front and back doors now. But even so, you and your mom ought to stay with our place for a few days, huh?
I appreciate the offer, but no.
I'll tell you what. He comes near either one of you, and I'll clock the sumbitch.
Really, Renee, I think it's probably not safe here for you.
I mean, no, I'm not going to do that. I am not going to be run out of my own home. Not by him. Not by anyone.
Well, maybe Collier should stay here and stand guard. Or I could stay. Or we both could.
Really? I'm fine.
Renee, you can't go on acting like nothing is wrong when there's a nutcase out there making your life miserable.
That's the point. It's my life, and I'm not going to give it to that bastard.
Well, if you need us, you know where we are.
I'll call if I change my mind.
Wish you would.
Our last chance for a sim slumber party.
Go on, get out of here.
Night, honey.
Night.
Hello, Renee.
Michael, get out of here.
I just want to talk, please.
No, I'm calling the police.
I want you to give it a chance. Why can't you see we're good for each other?
Get out. Get out. Get out.
I love you, Renee.
It didn't even feel like me. I completely lost it.
Maybe you needed to. Nobody can keep fear bottled up so tight it never comes out. Nobody's that strong.
I can't afford to fall apart, Emmy.
Why? You are allowed to be scared sometimes, Renee. You are allowed to not be in total control all the time.
At least you have a man in the house.
You're right. The 5th Brigade could come marching through our bedroom and Collier would never wake up. Now listen, you want me to come over there?
Mm-mm. I'm fine.
Are you gonna go to the police on us?
Eventually. It's still my word against his.
This is just unbelievable. I mean, what are you supposed to do?
I've done it. Wait for something worse to happen, I guess.
Mama! Mama? 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 Are you okay?
No, baby. I'm afraid I have some bad news.
Is it Daddy? Did something happen to him?
No, honey, your dad is fine. That was him who called. Come here. It's our friend that gave us. He was killed last night. Shot. Right outside his own home. Merle and the kids right inside. It was the Klan that did it. Honey, I've been thinking about what you saw last night. And it's better we just let it alone.
You're not gonna call the police?
No, honey.
Shouldn't Emmy's uncle be punished for what he's going to do? Shouldn't the police stop him before he does it?
The law doesn't protect people like us equally. This is especially true when it's a little girl's word against a sheriff. Do you understand that?
That's not very fair.
No, it isn't. But it's the way of the world.
So there's no one who can punish Emmy's uncle.
No, but I know her, baby. No, but I know. Your father didn't believe in violence. You know that. But your uncle gave me this. For the times when he was away. For when the world got dangerous. It's dangerous now, Renee. I can't. I can't. Ordinarily, I couldn't either, but Renee. Honey.
Mama? Mama, where's the photograph?
What you talking about?
The one of me in the 6th grade, the one in the silver frame, the one that always sits here.
I don't know.
He stole that photo from our home. That's burglary.
No, I thought this was about him breaking the restraining order.
That's a misdemeanor combined with burglary and stalking. That's a felony. He'll do time.
A framed photograph. Now, that's going to be tough to get a judge to issue a search warrant.
Try. I guarantee you'll find that picture in his house.
Well, I'll do what I can, but he could always get off with possession of stolen goods charge.
No jury is going to believe that he bought that photo in a pawn shop, Detective.
Maybe not, but the system makes bargains.
We have this man dead to rights. Is there a problem here?
I'm sorry. I don't mean to discourage you, but I know guys like this. They become even more obsessed when the object of their affection sends them to jail. Now, I have seen it happen.
Then what the hell else am I supposed to do? Let him dictate my life until he gets bored with it? He has committed a crime. If the law can't offer me any protection, any sense of what's right, then what am I doing in it?
All right. All right. If we find what we're looking for, he will be brought in today and he will be arraigned tomorrow.
I'll be there.
You don't have to be.
Oh, yes, I do.
This is a dumb idea. Why'd I let you talk me into it? Because Grandma Otis always keeps our secrets. We can trust her.
Well, here we are. Time for high tea with my high society lady friends. Whew.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're very welcome, Renee. Now, wasn't it nice of you two to call for a special meeting of our club? Was there any particular reason? Or are you two just in the mood for my tea cakes? What is it, child?
Last night, me and Emmy sneaked out to the carnival.
Well, aren't you terribly adventurous?
But on our way, we saw some men in the woods. They were in the Klan. They said they would burn down any school that a colored went to. Mama said we couldn't call the police because they wouldn't believe us.
That's just ridiculous. I'll call the authorities for you.
Grandma, it was Uncle Jimmy. He's the man who said all that.
Are you sure, child?
Yes, ma'am. I saw his watch and everything.
It was very brave of you girls to tell me this. Very brave. And I promise you, I'll take care of this in the best way I can.
I guess that wasn't so bad.
Jimmy, no part of mine is going to be mixed up with the plan. If anyone gets hurt by you or your racist friends, so help me God, I'll call President Kennedy myself.
I hope he gets what he deserves.
I knew you couldn't keep away.
I've been waiting for this moment. I plan on enjoying it. What are you doing here?
Well, just in case you didn't think we cared.
All right, next up, People versus Gardner. Are both attorneys present?
Jane Blackman for the people, Your Honor.
Charles Blake for the defense.
So noted. Is the defendant present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Gardner, you have been charged with felony breaking and entering, burglary, and stalking. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Your Honor, due to the nature of the charges and for the safety of the alleged victim, we'd ask that the defendant be held without bail.
Your Honor, there is no need for that. My client
appears to pose a threat. Trial date will be set for next week. Defendant is to be held without bail until that time. Next.
It's done. It's over.
Pretty impressive business cards. Sims Contracting.
Pretty spiff, huh? Collier designed the logo on the computer himself.
Girl, I'd hold on to that man. Bringing in a paycheck and can draw too.
He's working his ass off on our first bid right now.
Look, Renee, honey, look who's here. Danny. Danny. Oh, my God. Danny.
Renee Jackson. Oh.
Look at you. How have you been?
Good. Boy, it seems like yesterday.
I knew it was him the minute I laid eyes on him. Got that dentist chin, that old lopsided grin.
And you, as beautiful as ever. But you.
Oh, it's amazing what a little money can buy, isn't it? Braces and a good haircut.
Renee, honey, where you, man?
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's just such a shock.
Hi, I'm Danny Dennis.
We're Elizabeth Sims.
My Aunt Kiki's son. You remember Aunt Kiki, Mama's sister?
Yeah.
I changed this boy's diapers. Do you believe that?
Oh, man.
Oh, Danny, come here. I want you to see this beautiful picture of you and your mama.
Is it your cousin?
Yeah.
He's white.
No, he's black.
Any day now.
I'm so glad you're here.
Aunt Sarah, I really can't stay.
Oh, now you know we're not gonna let you get away without giving us the lowdown. Now, where you been?
Well, I just moved back to town.
Really? It's a shame you missed James's tribute ceremony.
Daddy died last March, heart attack.
Oh, Aunt Sarah, Renee, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Yeah, James is gone and your mama too. Whole family's shrinking.
So where have you been?
Unfortunately, my job keeps me moving. Just when I think I have a permanent address, they transfer me. But good news, I finally moved closer to my family.
See there? The Lord giveth when he taketh away. Oh, now, I want you to write your number and address on this here piece of paper. You married? Renee, you neither. What is it with you young people? Now, where you live? What you do for a living?
I'm a corporate mediator. I live nearby, but right now I really have to go.
Oh.
I promise you, I'll come back Sunday and fill you in on all the details.
I'll bake you a chocolate cake. Ooh, remember that time you ate so much, poor Elston didn't even get a piece.
I'd love that, Aunt Sarah.
Oh.
Bye.
Hey, Danny, wait a minute. What's going on?
Nothing much. I've been away. I'm back. We'll talk. I've missed you.
Yeah?
Hey, cuz, there's nothing more important than family.
Just don't disappear on us again. If Mama doesn't see you for another 15 years, it'll kill her.
This house against blunders going so early in the morning.
Want some? It's good for you. It's got protein and all the amino acids and soy. They say that soy helps guard against breast cancer.
Says who?
Clerk of the health food store. That's right next to the print shop where I was picking up the cards for Sim's contract. And God, I love how that sounds. I was in there trying to find something for back pain.
That's for back pain?
Shakes for energy. Once our bid goes through, Sim's contract and guarantees completion by March. These are for back pain. I'm also thinking about getting into some yoga, and they say visualization's good too.
Did something happen to you in your sleep? Little fairies come in playing new age music in your head?
Hell no, you know I hate that airy-fairy music. So, you're gonna have parts A and B of Schedule 1 done soon, right?
Yeah, I'm doing price and cost today.
You know, the proposal's due by Friday.
End of the day, right?
Yeah, well, let's try to get it done early. You know I hate waiting until the last minute to do things. Bye-bye. I'll see you. Bye.
Wow, little Danny's done pretty well for himself.
I told you that boy was a big shot. He always was different. And you children didn't help either, teasing him because he's so light-skinned.
Mom, I'm not so sure this was a good idea.
Renee, your cousin just came to town and he needs a good meal. I can tell he worked too hard. Bags under his eyes.
Yes, but barging in on him unannounced.
Renee, we're a family.
Yes?
Is this Danny Dennis's home?
It's the Dennis residence, but there's no Danny here.
We're looking for my cousin, Danny Doyle Dennis.
Well, Doyle Dennis is my husband, but obviously there's been some kind of a mistake.
Well, this is the address that he gave us.
If you don't mind.
Well, Mom, at least now you don't have to wait till Sunday to find out Danny's story. Your nephew hadn't just been out of town. He's been in another world.
There she is. It's her. It's her. I know it's her. It's her. It's her. It's not her. Renee, I've read this comic book 3 times, and your aunt's still not here.
You know what they say, Renee? A watch pot never boils.
Well, I don't mind waiting for Aunt Kiki. Isn't she glamorous? Her hair's real. It's not a wig. Who's that man she's with? Her husband. He's her manager, too. She's married to a white man? Yeah. She makes blues records they play on the radio. She even did a show with Harry Belafonte once. Aunt Kiki!
you. Renee, you're just as cute as a little heart-shaped cookie. You remember that song I taught you? Aw, shake it to the east. Aw, shake it to the west. Aw, shake it to the very one that you love the best. Sarah, hi, baby. Where's everyone? That handsome husband of yours.
Oh, well, James is in Atlanta with Dr. King and Elston's at baseball. Where's your husband and the baby?
Mamie's taking care of Danny for me. And Lenny's in Tulsa with another one of his acts. But he knows I'm in good hands with my big sister and her perfect family. Well, Renee, it looks like you're gonna have to help me check into the hotel. Ooh, that looks fabulous on you. You're a class act, baby. And who are you?
Mary Elizabeth O'Brien. She's my best friend, Aunt Kiki.
You can come, too. I need help unpacking all my makeup and jewelry.
Wait, Kiki, I thought you were staying here. I've been making up Renee's room for you.
Sarah, darling, I have a suite of rooms in my contract with the hotel. And you know I love room service.
Wait, but Renee hadn't even had dinner yet.
Don't worry, I will feed them. Steak and caviar.
Bye, Mama.
Now, you ladies just sit pretty. I'm starring here, so I'm gonna make these Bama boys jump. You let them open the door for you, then you just walk right down that carpet behind your Aunt Kiki.
But they're unloading all those other cars, and we were here first.
Stay here. Excuse me, I'm checking in and headlining in the lounge. I'd like to speak to the manager.
Yes, ma'am, I'll take it. Send Dixon.
I'm the manager. You ought to pull your car over there.
Do you know who in the hell I am?
Miss Dennis, I'm well aware of who you are, but you'll have to use the rear entrance.
Wait just a minute. I have stayed at the Waldorf Astoria, the Ritz, hotels that make this place look like a flea-ridden dump in Leaper Mills.
Please, your car's in the scene.
And I'll make more than that if you don't take your hands off of me.
Where's Mr. Katz? Is your manager here with you?
No, my husband is not here. And whatever contract he signed with you is null and void unless you let me, my band, and any colored person in this town into this hotel through that door.
I'm sorry. I respect your talent.
But not my race. Well, you couldn't pay me to play here, stay here, or waste another minute talking to a jackass like you.
Did you hear that? Yeah, she cusses like a cowboy.
Simple-ass white people. No matter how much you trust them, they always...
Stood there staring at us, thinking, what are these black people doing in my door? I know, if it wasn't so tragic, it'd be funny. Mama holding her casserole, me with my briefcase. She probably thought we were selling religious magazines.
Well, now, I don't know anything about this passing for white business, but don't you think you ought to have a conversation with your cousin before you tar and feather him?
The gall, coming here telling us that he just moved back to town. Oh, never been married. He is a liar and a coward.
Don't the words innocent until proven guilty mean anything to you? Thank you so much for letting me borrow your copy machine. I better get this back to my business partner before he cracks the whip.
Oh, Emmy, I'm so sorry. I've been so busy bitching about my so-called cousin, I forgot to help you with your budget.
That's all right. I passed high school math.
You got a D.
A C minus. An A in English. I believe you got a C in that.
That teacher hated me. You know that.
Give your cousin the benefit of a doubt. Talk to him. Just hear him out.
Please, I'll probably never see him again.
I just didn't know how to tell you. I've driven down your street so many times, and I had to force myself to keep going.
Sorry we went to your house. We didn't know we were gonna blow your cover.
Please, you don't know what it's been like. I never meant to pass. Things just seemed easier. For Doyle Dennis, there were no limits. But still, being Danny inside...
That was your choice, Danny.
When I came here the other day, it was like my car was on automatic pilot.
What do you want, Danny?
I'm here because you're my family, and I have nowhere else to turn.
You're broke.
What is it, baby?
I have leukemia, Aunt Sarah.
Oh, my God.
I knew how it would look coming back here now, but I have not been able to find a bone marrow donor. Tried everything, national donor banks, registries.
Wait a minute, are you looking for a donor in this family? After having turned your back on us for how many years, now that you're sick, you want to come home?
Don't you worry, Danny. I'll get everybody in the family tested. Blood is thicker than anything.
Well, isn't that ironic? Malcolm said it, didn't he? The chickens always come home to roost.
You don't think he's going to tell his white wife that he's really a Negro?
I mean, we don't use that word anymore.
I know you don't. That's why I said it.
I believe if Danny didn't need our damn bone marrow to save his ass, he would depart this life as white as the satin in his coffin.
He is white. Look at him.
I mean, his mother is my mother's sister. He is black.
And his daddy is white, which technically means that he's half black and half white.
Technically, in America, if you have got one drop of black blood in you, you are black. This is a black man who chooses to deny the fact that he's black.
Maybe he's just a black man who's chosen to embrace his whiteness. What's wrong with that?
But not at the cost of denying who he is. He is welcome to embrace his whiteness without denying his family and his race. Most black people have white blood in them. Ever since slavery, whites have fathered children bias. How do you think we get all these different skin tones and eye colors and hair textures? I got two words for you. Thomas Jefferson.
You don't look like you have any white blood.
Well, thank you. But I do. My great-grandfather on my mother's side.
I cannot believe you never told me that before. Are you ashamed of your white blood, Renee? I'm white.
Oh, shut up. The point is that I don't feel any better or more validated because of it. Unlike Danny, who is so ashamed of the fact that he's black, he can't even admit to having one drop, and that is so frustrating.
It's a free country. He's just passing, honey.
Yeah, it's a free country, all right, but it goes against everything that my father fought and died for, and that hurts. How many of these proposals do you need to submit?
8.
8? Oh, you need me to check these numbers?
No. I got it covered.
Look, this is something you're never going to understand. Maybe just because it's a black thing.
Well, now, there you go again, making me feel all dumb and guilty because my poor old white brain just can't comprehend it.
Is that how I make you feel?
I'm just trying to pass for smart.
Oh.
What do you think you're doing, Renee Jackson? Smoking a cigarette. Why do you want to smoke? It doesn't go with you. What do you mean? You know, like, I like to laugh and you like to giggle. I like the color blue and you're kind of the pink type. No, I'm the Aunt Kiki type. How come y'all say aunt? It's ants. It is not. Those are those things that crawl on the ground. In a good old southern town. I met Jim Nappy in a good old southern town. Yeah, he's a real good man, and I just can't throw him down. Ooh, Renee Jackson, that's nasty dancing. No, it isn't. Aunt Kiki says colored people are free and uninhibited. She says moving your whole body is a celebration. Of what? Our roots. It's a connection to our Negro culture. How's that different from our white culture? I don't know. I guess I'll learn that when I'm on the road with her. You're going on the road? She asked me to. After my mama hears me sing at the party tonight, I think she'll let me. What are you gonna sing? One of her songs. You wouldn't know it. It's from our culture.
All they did was draw blood to match tissue type. So who's next?
Mom, I don't know why you go through all this trouble. You are too old to give bone marrow.
We'll just see if I'm a match. Now, they told me donating is a simple procedure.
There's nothing simple about all this, Sarah.
You're doing this for Kiki.
I'm not so sure about that line of reasoning either. Now, that sister of ours was awfully hung up on being the lightest member of the family.
Let's not air our family squabbles in public. Either you're gonna be tested or not. Renee?
I'm with Uncle Jake. I can't. It's wrong.
Baby, do this for me, please.
Hold up, that's my cousin? He really is white.
I think he'd have paid us a visit before this. Guess our neighborhood's too ghetto for him.
I told you, Jake, he would have come by your house, but he's been very sick. Hey, Danny. How you feeling?
Fine. I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. You must be Gerard.
Yeah, my youngest son. He's been wanting to meet you.
Y'all have never met my wife.
No, we haven't had the pleasure.
This is my wife, Trudy. Trudy, this is my Aunt Sarah.
Hi.
My cousin Renee, Uncle Jake, and my cousin Gerard. Hi.
That was a mouthful. Acknowledging your black relatives for the first time in how long?
Jake.
Let me explain something. I never told anybody I was white, not even my wife. I never checked any box. I never filled in any blank.
Yeah, but did you ever intervene when they told a nigger joke at the office? Or what about when an application at the country club came in for a black family? Did you stand up for him?
Please. My husband has just had a dose of radiation. You think you can talk us out at a later time?
Excuse me, but we're ready for the next patient.
I'm next. Excuse me.
She was lathering up suntan lotion on the lily white shoulders. She glances over at me, ready for Freddie in my two-piece suit. And she say, "What a divine tan. May I ask what kind of suntan lotion you're using?" "Baby, this don't come in a bottle," I say. "When God was cooking up the people, too bad he took y'all out the oven too soon."
Honey, I think it's time for you to say goodnight. This party is for grown-ups.
But Aunt Kiki wants me to sing with her.
Well, it better be soon because you have homework to do, young lady.
Hey, Renee. Who did all this? Aunt Kiki. And she put a for colored only sign on the front door. Didn't you see it? I thought it was a joke. But there's a for white sign on the back door. I ain't going in no back door just because she says so.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Club Jackson, the exclusive club for people of color. Take it from the top, Buster.
Sister's got the floor.
You used to be sweet milk, but you done turned sour on me.
Why is she singing like that? Does she have to spit or something? She's not just a singer, Amy. She's a song stylist. That must be part of y'all's black culture, huh? I'll be glad when she's gone. Well, you don't have to stay now, and use the back door when you leave.
The milkshake stand, but he can't shake it like the milkshake man. No, ain't nobody shake it like Papa so-and-so can. Oh, can't nobody shake it like my daddy can. He shakes it in the morning, shakes it at midnight.
Did I just see you turn away your best friend?
Aunt Kiki's my best friend, Mama, and he's too white.
We did not raise you to judge people by the color of their skin, Renee Jackson.
Oh, the way you shake it makes me lose my appetite. Now this next verse, I'm gonna shed a spotlight with a pretty little chocolate drop who has a better voice than I do. Take it from the bridge, Buster.
She shakes it in the morning, shakes it at midnight.
Keep on shaking it, daddy, till you know you're shaking it right. 'Cause the way you shake it makes me lose my appetite. That's okay, baby.
On the way you shake it makes me do things right.
This proposal's incomplete.
Hi. Sorry I'm late. So sorry. Carpool. I just... Susie Amir threw up in my back seat. Oh.
Thanks. We'll look this over and make a decision.
You don't have any questions?
Is there something you would like to say?
As you'll know when you study our proposal, this is Sims Contracting's first contract. But I have had a ton of experience as an on-site supervisor. And I guarantee that I will work my butt off to meet delivery schedules and all other terms of this contract so that your company and ours will have a job we'll both be proud of.
It isn't often we hear a pitch that heartfelt. We'll get back to you.
So sorry. I'm so sorry I'm late.
Oh, well. Forget about it. Next time I'll make sure I have the whole thing with me before I leave home.
I totally blew it. I come running into the room 15 minutes late, smelling like pine sol and babbling on about carpool and vomit.
Sorry. I'm sorry. That's really funny.
It is not. Come have a drink with me.
Oh, I can't. I got a brief to write.
Please.
All right. Give me 20 minutes.
I mean, who would trust us to build a building by March when I can't even get to a meeting on time?
Hello? Hi, Danny. Who? Okay. I don't know, Danny. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that.
What is it? He found a match? Is it you?
No. Mama.
I didn't know that donating marrow was such a big deal.
The National Maradona program has a cutoff age of 60. My mother is 71.
What'd the doctor say?
He's Danny's doctor. Of course he wants to do the transplant.
Well, he must think that she's in good enough health for him to do the procedure.
All medical procedures have risks.
She wants to do it, doesn't she?
I told him to keep looking. I don't want my mother to go through this unless she absolutely has to.
So, you're gonna let your cousin die because you're mad at him?
No, I'm not gonna let him die. And I'm not mad at him. I'm just furious that he's put us in this position.
Scotch martini.
Yes, ma'am.
So how long do you think it's going to take you to get over this? Because it sounds to me like your cousin doesn't have a lot of time.
Look, we're gonna find him another donor, okay? I just don't want anything to happen to my mother. She's all I have left, Emmy.
So who does Danny have left? I know you think your cousin's a creep, but I think that if he really felt loved by his family, then he wouldn't have dropped out of the picture.
Are you saying that it's our fault?
I don't even really remember Danny, but I do remember Aunt Kiki.
And you never liked her?
Didn't you tell me he didn't even go to his own mother's funeral?
She was in France when she died. None of us made it to her funeral.
Oh, so she dropped out of the picture, too.
A lot of black artists and singers left this country in order to be appreciated and recognized. It was just easier for them to create an atmosphere where they won so much hate.
Maybe Danny made the same choice. Took the easier route.
Choir? When my cousin, the great Marian Anderson, sang at the Lincoln Memorial to a crowd of 75,000, it was only after she was barred from singing at Constitution Hall. Yes.
Last week, the same thing happened to my Aunt Kiki. She was supposed to sing at the Eleganza Hotel, but she stood up for her rights and sang in our living room instead.
Well, I wouldn't compare Kiki Dennis to Marian Anderson by any stretch. Now, children, refer to the music I've passed out. What a friend we have in Jesus. Helen and I would like you to do the solo. Your voice reminds me so very much of my cousin Marion's.
But I didn't get a chance to try out for the solo.
Everyone had a chance. Why didn't you?
Because style yet. Here's you know I was drunk when I lay down across your bed. You know I was drunk when I lay down across your bed. All the whiskey I drank, it's gone right to my head.
That's enough.
Wait to the bridge. That's when I really cut loose. Whiskey, whiskey.
Renee Jackson, you stop singing that song immediately.
What's wrong with it?
It's blasphemous and in poor taste.
Well, maybe you need to learn more about black culture, Mrs. Anderson.
What?
Marian Anderson sings white people's music. My Aunt Kiki isn't ashamed of who she is.
Sassing, Miss Anderson? Switching your butt and smoking? Yes, I've smelled it on you.
I didn't sass Miss Anderson. I just explained to her about black culture.
You, all of 11 years old, lecturing a grown woman with your condescending, know-it-all Kiki attitude.
You're just jealous of Aunt Kiki, that's all.
What?
Because I'm like she is, and you're just an old Aunt Jane.
Aunt Jane? As in Uncle Tom and Aunt Jane?
You don't speak up for yourself. You think being a lady means acting like white folk. Ow!
Being a lady means being polite to people. It has nothing to do with color. And no child of mine is going to sass me.
Hello? Where is everybody?
Wipe that lipstick off.
Ooh, look at what I got for you. Baby, what's wrong with my little chocolate drop?
Kiki, I'd appreciate if you drop all references to color in this house.
What are you talking about, Sarah? I just want her to know how pretty she is.
Of course she's pretty. But I want her to learn how to be pretty on the inside, because that's what counts.
Sarah, you know when she's out there in the white world, that might not be what they say about her.
I am so glad that you were trying to prepare my daughter to deal with the world. But since you're so keen on helping children, where's yours? You haven't said one word about Danny since you've been here. We haven't even seen a picture. We are educating Renee just fine. Stop interfering.
I just want her to be able to deal with a world that's bigger than Birmingham. You may be content to live here, but she might not be. There are those of us that won't put up with this abuse.
Oh, so what do? Run away? Move up north? Come back home once a year to sing?
I stood up to that hotel owner, Sarah. I told him I wouldn't be singing there unless there were changes made.
Oh, you had a whole week of inconvenience, Kiki. James and I moved back here to fight 365 days a year. Now, I don't know who put the term Aunt Jane in my daughter's vocabulary. But if there's any Aunt Jane in this house, she's just visiting.
Hey. What's up?
Didn't get it. They said there was a discrepancy in our pricing data.
The budget?
Yeah. I could have spotted it if I would have had the damn thing on time.
I'm really sorry, Collier. I checked it 3 times. I worked so hard to make sure that it was right.
Did you? Come on, grab a beer.
Wait a minute. You think I did that on purpose?
Mary Elizabeth, ever since I can remember, you've been on me to straighten up my act, get my act together. Hell, even get an act. And now that I'm doing it, I don't think you can handle it.
Come along, Renee. Visiting hour's almost over.
I got here as soon as I could, Mama. Things got very busy at the office today.
His wife said they hadn't found another match yet. He's still waiting.
I know you think I'm being heartless.
This isn't a complicated procedure. I'll be fine. It hurts me, Renee. You are bigger than this. You're better than this.
Mama, your heart is as big as the sky. It's your health I'm trying to protect.
Nobody ever loved him, Renee.
That's not true.
Black folk hated him because he looked white, and when white folk found out he was black, they treated him differently. Can you imagine not fitting in anywhere? Black, white, he could be blue for all I care. He's my nephew, and I want to help him. Trudy? What happened? What's the matter? What's wrong with Danny?
Danny suffered tumor lysis syndrome, breakdown of his kidneys, severe toxicity. The only hope he has now is to perform a transplant if we can stabilize him. Excuse us.
Oh. Oh, my God. If that child dies.
I mean, look what I just found in Mama's purse.
She was so beautiful. Life for her was always just peachy keen, wasn't it?
I don't know anymore. I know that she and my mother didn't get along, and I still don't know why. Oh, and me, Mama's been in there over an hour. The bone marrow extraction was supposed to be a short procedure.
I'm sure she's fine, Renee. So when does Danny get his transplant?
In a few days. They've got to treat the marrow first, and he's got to finish a high dose of chemo and radiation.
How's he doing? You seen him?
He's hanging in. You know what? Part of me still feels it would have been so much easier if he just stayed away to begin with. Isn't that awful?
Strange how nice girls can have such dark thoughts. Let me buy you a soda. Come on.
Hey, have you heard about the contract?
Yes, it's official. We didn't get it. You know what Collier accused me of?
Blowing the deal?
Worse than that. Blowing off the new and improved Collier. He thinks I intentionally screwed up the budget.
Is there any truth to that?
Well, you know I made a D in math. But no. But I have to tell you, I do kind of miss having to get him going in the morning. That's kind of a hole in my day. Because you know, when he's drinking beer and bouncing checks, I have a job. And when I don't have that, it's like that rotten feeling of being unemployed.
Excuse me, ma'am. Your mother will be out in just a minute. She wanted me to tell you she's fine.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Told you so. Love you. Give your mama a kiss for me.
I will.
Hey. What'd you get there? Kiki. Doctor told me my body'll just make more bone marrow. God willing, if it takes him, Danny, it'll produce healthy blood cells, and a part of me'll live on in him forever.
I love you so much. How you feeling?
Happy, but my butt hurts.
A lipstick for you, and one for me. A scarf for you, and one for me.
So where should I put my things?
What do you mean, honey?
I'm coming with you. You said you were taking me on the road so I can become a singer like you?
Did I say that? Oh, baby, there's no way you could come with me. I mean, I can't even bring my little Danny, and it hurts me so.
But Aunt Kiki, I just have to come with you.
Oh, you gonna miss your sassy Aunt Kiki, aren't you? Well, whenever you think of me and you wondering what Aunt Kiki's doing, look at this. And think of me traveling all over the world, making people happy. Come on, dance with me. He shakes it in the morning, he shakes it at midnight. Come on, shaking it. Come on, sweetness. Shake your little butt.
I can't. I guess it still hurts when my mama wore a hand out on it.
Poor little lamb. Come here, let me give you a goodbye hug. You know your Aunt Kiki loves her pretty little cinnamon bun of a niece.
Bye, Aunt Kiki.
Don't forget your present.
Hi. Playing all by yourself? I thought you were gone. Well, Aunt Kiki changed her mind. Why? Had something to do with the argument she had with my mama about which one of them was the best colored woman. I think my mama won.
Never heard an argument like that. What does it take to be a good colored woman?
I don't know. Has something to do with standing up for yourself. I think there's rules, too.
What if you don't follow the rules?
I don't know. Guess you get kicked out of the game.
That's dumb. How could you get kicked out of your own race?
It's kind of confusing in me. I don't want to think about color right now.
Yeah, I don't know why grown-ups think about it so much. Your role. No, when I look at you, I don't see any color at all.
Same here. You could be blue for all I care.
Great. Maybe we can get an early tea time. Yeah, I'll call the start.
Hi, Trudy.
Hi.
Renee.
Renee.
How's Danny?
I can't get used to you calling him that. The transplant went well. Now it's just wait and see.
Can we talk?
I know you don't like the idea that Danny married a white woman.
That's not true. I don't care about that. But I think you have a problem with the fact that Danny's got a black family.
I never said that.
You didn't have to. It was apparent the first time we went to your house.
My reaction had nothing to do with you. I sensed something was wrong, and it scared me, but mostly I was stunned that my husband lied to me. Have you ever had someone you love lie to you?
But you must have suspected something. Why do you think he never introduced you to his family?
He told me he was an orphan. When Danny, first got sick, over a year ago, he brought out a will he'd written years before. I didn't want to look at it because I didn't want to think about all that. But before the transplant, he showed it to me. He left half of everything to your mother.
You're kidding.
He thought if he told you while he was looking for a donor, you'd think he was lying.
He would have been right.
My husband just told me that when he was growing up, his mother used to call him her little white sugar donut. And his father would pinch his nose to make sure it stayed thin. Your mother was the only person that ever looked at him with love in her eyes. I don't know if they're going to let you see him today. The first few days, the risk of infection is really high, and they limit visitors.
Maybe I can come back tomorrow. Would you give him these, please? They're from my mother's garden.
Thanks. I'll see if I can put him in his room.
Collier?
Yeah?
We need to talk. I've been thinking about what you said, and you were wrong. I didn't give you the money from Grandma Otis because I thought you'd screw it up. I gave it to you because I believe in you, and I want you to be happy.
Mary Elizabeth.
Well, you do your own bids, you do your own budget. What do you need me for?
Do you realize how hard it is to get a business going? I can't do all this on my own. Besides, what about all your dreams?
The only dream I ever really wanted was you and the kids.
Yeah, and be the first woman to have a Super Bowl ring. Going to go to Rome, sail the Amazon.
Win the Pulitzer Prize.
There you go. What happened to all that stuff?
I'm just scared.
Hey, Suge, so am I. Ever been a day in our marriage when one of us wasn't afraid of something? I need you to help me get this started. Then leave me the hell alone and go do your stuff.
See, you do want to get rid of me.
That'll be the day. Come here, Suge. Oh, baby, that'll be the day.
Renee?
Hey. How you feeling?
Tired.
Surprised to see me, huh? All suited up and sterilized.
A lot of hassle for someone you don't know very well.
Well, I'm hoping that'll change. How soon will you know if
If the transplant takes? When the cells start reproducing. It's a waiting game. Trudy's been marking off the days. I'm too weak to even write my name.
When you can write your name, what do you think it's gonna be? Danny or Doyle?
I don't know. Since I've been sick, everything about me has changed. I'm just grateful to be alive.
Yeah. Life has a way of reducing things to what's really essential.
The sunshine on my face. You sitting there with those smiling eyes. Those flowers. Pink, the purple, the blue. Isn't that the most vibrant blue you ever saw in your whole life?
Yes, it is.